So, good afternoon, class 11 students. We are doing trigonometry, and in the assignment, some of the students have not been able to do these two questions. So, let's do those questions one more time here. Question number one is this: sine square x minus sine square y. Okay? This I told you to prove it equal to sine x plus y, sine x minus y. This you have to prove, right? Now, some of the students are directly writing a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. But then that concept is wrong, because directly it is not. If you are using a square minus x b square, this will come out to what? Sin x plus sin y and sin x minus sin y. This is not directly equal to this. You have to actually prove these two identity. Okay? So you have to solve further. Now what is that solve further? Sin c plus sin d. Apply the idea of sin c plus sin d. What is that? 2 sin x plus y by 2, that is this, and cos x minus y by 2. Similarly, here you will get sin c minus sin d, that is 2 cos x plus y by 2 sin x minus y by 2. Now these two you can combine together, and the identity you have to use is 2 sin a cos a. 2 sin a cos a is sin 2a. So 2 sin x plus y by 2 cos x plus y by 2 into 2 sin x minus y by 2 cos x minus y by 2. Now this is sin 2a and this is sin 2a. So this 2 will get cancelled and you will get sin x plus y into this will get sin x minus y. And now it is proved. So this is how you prove this. Okay. Now don't get confused when the same question comes for cos square x minus cos square y. That is not equal to cos x plus y, cos x minus y. Okay. So if you follow the same thing, if you try this question, okay, cos square x minus cos square y, this is not equal to cos x plus y, cos x minus y. In fact, RHS is equal to cos square x minus sin square y. This is definitely equal to cos x plus y, cos x minus y. This is your one of the extra questions you can try. Try to prove this identity cos square x minus sin square y is equal to cos x plus y cos x minus y. Okay. Now, another question of the assignment where students have not been able to solve is this question, which I am telling you now. The question is sin x plus 3, okay, into sin x minus pi by 3, x plus pi by 3, x minus pi by 3 into sin x. This is equal to minus 3x upon 4. So one other student has solved it. How to solve it? Use sin a plus b identity, that is sin a cos b, cos 60 degree. Cos 60 degree is half, plus cos x into sin pi by 3. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. This, and here again you can just write it minus sin x minus cos x root 3 by 2 upon 2, okay, into sin x. So pay attention to this one. This is a plus b, a minus b. Now you can multiply. So you will get sin square upon 4 minus 3 cos square x upon 4 into sin x. Okay. Now you can just let 4 be 4 LCM, and here you will get sin square x minus 3 1 minus sin square x into sin x. Okay. Now this is equal to what? This is equal to sin square x minus 3 plus 3 sin square x upon 4 into sin x. Okay. And when you look at this, this is equal to what? 3 plus 4, 3 plus 1, 4 sin square x minus 3 upon 4. Now multiply by sin x. So you will get 4 sin cube x minus 3 sin x upon 4. Now this is equal to minus sin 3x. minus sin 3x upon 4. That is the answer for this question. Now if you want to make it plus sin 3x, then you will write pi by 3 plus x. So this is the identity often used in exams, and I will write the identity here. You have to learn it this way: sin pi by 3 plus x multiplied by sin pi by 3 minus x multiplied by sin x is equal to sin 3x upon 4. This is a new identity not given in the books. You can write, use in a lot of exams. Okay. Now our next topic is trigonometric equations. So we have already started that. So I'll just tell you what we have done till now. In trigonometric equations, we have done what is sin x is 0. Okay. So the topic now here is trigonometric equations. So pay attention to this topic very carefully. Topic is trigonometric equations. Okay. Equation is when an equation, a particular quantity in trigonometry is satisfied for some values, it is known as equation. If it is satisfied for all values, it is known as identity. So suppose we write sin x is equal to 0. Now sin x is not 0 for all, but it is 0 for 0, pi, 3 pi, 2 pi and so on. In fact, sin x is 0. We can write x is equal to n pi, where n belongs to z. This is the answer. And I have already told you, even at tan x is 0, x is equal to n pi. If cos x is 0, we will write x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. This is the cos x is equal to 0. So you should know sin x is equal to 0, tan x is equal to 0, cos x is equal to 0, x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. These are called general solution. Means in a particular 360 degree, there are some answer, and when you repeat it for n times, there are infinite answers. These all answers are written with some integer n, and these are known as general solution. Principal solution is the answer which lies in the interval 0 to 2 pi. So if you have some answer between 0 to 2 pi, that is known as principal solution. Okay. So you have to learn this. Now coming on to what if sin x is equal to sin y. What is the principal solution and what is the general solution? So there are certain formula, you have to learn them, but I am just deriving one of them. Rest two you have to derive by yourself. So the first one is what if sin x is equal to sin y. Now I can bring it this side. I will get sin x minus sin y is equal to 0. Sin c minus sin d is equal to 2 sin x. This is cos, starting with cos. The identity is cos x plus y by 2 sin x minus y by 2 is equal to 0. So either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. So first let us take cos x plus y by 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So if that is equal to 0, what you will get here is x plus y by 2 is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. Okay. And if this 2 and 2 gets cancelled, we get x is equal to minus y plus 2n plus 1 pi. One of the answer is this. Let me write equation number 1. Another, if from here I will get sin x minus y by 2 is equal to 0. So this is going to give us what? X minus y by 2 is equal to n pi. This I can multiply, x minus y is equal to 2n pi. Okay. And from here we can write x minus y is equal to 2n pi. So in fact we can write what? We can write x is equal to y plus 2n pi. This is what we can write. Okay. And here it is, and here also it is cos x plus y. Okay. So let us check this. So we are getting sin x is equal to sin y, 2 cos x plus y by 2. Okay. X plus y is equal to this. So we can write this one is okay. X is equal to 2n plus 1 pi minus y, or x is equal to 2n plus y. Okay. That's right. That's given in the book on your page number 75 if you read it. And now hence x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi minus 1 to the power 2n plus 1 y, or this is the important step. Now it is sometimes negative. When it is negative, y is negative when this number is odd, and y is positive when this number is even. Now remember, 2n plus 1 is always odd and 2n is always even. So we are getting minus sign with odd and plus sign with even. So to write this, we write often one operator. That operator works like this, that look at minus 1 sign. Minus 1, if you raise it to some even power, you get odd power, you get minus 1. But if you raise it to some even power, you get plus 1. Minus 1 to the odd power, you get minus 1. Minus 1 to the even power, you get plus 1. So this is the concept we will use here. And instead of writing two different answers, we will combine the answer in one step like this. X is equal to, okay, we will write plus or minus, we don't know, so minus 1 to the power n y plus pi. Now why pi? Because 2n and 2n plus 1 are multiplied by pi only. So both even and odd are considered here. So I can write n pi now. So I can write the answer as n pi plus minus 1 to the power n y. This combine both these two results. How? Look at this odd result 2n plus 1, even result 2n. When even y, when odd minus y. Here also you can put all the values. If you put the even values, you will get plus y. If you put the odd values, you get minus y. So this combines both the results. So whenever sin x is equal to sin y, you will write n pi plus minus 1 to the power n y. Similarly, there are other two quantities that you have to derive. One is, if cos x is equal to cos y, you have to derive this x is equal to 2n plus 1, okay, pi by 2, that is what cos x is equal to 0, but this is 2n pi plus minus y. This is 2n pi plus minus y. This you have to derive, okay. Whenever cos x is equal to cos y, this you have to derive. This you can take the help of the book. So, and when tan x is equal to tan y, okay, tan x is equal to tan y, you will have to derive x is equal to n pi plus y. In this case, in this one and this one, sine and tan, the only difference is we are not writing any operator here. Only the positive values are allowed, negative values are not allowed. It automatically becomes a positive value. That also you can use by looking at the various elements. So these two you should try on your own. So I will write them as your assignment also. And for the principal solution, you should understand certain basic rules, like you have to look at those angles which give the particular answer in 0 to 2 pi. For example, if sin x is equal to half, one of the answer is 30 degree, as you know, sin x half 30 degree na, 5 by 6. Another is in the second quadrant also sin x is positive, so you can write pi minus pi by 6, so that is 5 pi by 6. So the principal solution for this equation are pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6, and the general solution for this equation is x is equal to, using the formula that we just learned, n pi, you can select any of the principal solution for y and you write minus 1 to the power n pi by 6. Now this answer is called the general solution. These two answers are called the principal solution. You can get all the principal solution or all the general solution if you take n as integer. Take values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or in the negative sign minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, and so on, and you get infinitely many answers from the general solution. Principal solution can only be in the interval 0 to 2 pi. So that is 0 to 360 degree, 0 to 360 degree. So or 0 to 2 pi radians. So here the answer are pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6. So I will give you some practice question for principal solution and general solution, and these two you should try. If you are not able to do, we'll do in the next video, and do the assignment regularly, do the work regularly, so that you follow the classes, right? So see you in the next class.